Let's take a look at the numbers for our Honda Pilot starting goaltenders. And for the St. Louis Blues, Brian Elliott has been the best goaltender in the NHL in the month of April. 8 goals against total in his last 8 starts. For the Avalanche, it's 35-year-old J.S. Giguère, a Stanley Cup champion with Anaheim in 2007. He's 2-0-2 in his last 4 starts. Ken Hitchcock picked up career win number 600 a couple weeks ago, just the 11th coach in NHL history to hit that milestone. He'll guide the St. Louis Blues to the playoffs for the 2nd consecutive year. He was the NHL Coach of the Year 1 year ago. And for the Avalanche, Joe Sacco will be busy when the season ends as well. He's heading over to Europe to coach Team USA at the World Championship. 2 ways to look at it, Brian, for St. Louis. Their last 11 goals have been scored by 11 different players. That either means you're deep or it means your stars aren't stepping up.
What I noticed about Hitch, though, is that he loves the way his team's playing in his own zone, and every coach likes that. If they're not worried about that too much, then they figure the other end of the ice will take care of itself. And the additions that they made at the trade deadline, picking up a couple of defensemen, Bouwmeester and Leopold, have really solidified it. I really like that group of 6 back there, Gord. I think one of the best and deepest in the NHL.
David Backes will face off against Ryan O'Reilly, and right away O'Reilly's stick breaks, and we're underway in Denver on this Sunday night. On a crucial night again in the Western Conference playoff race. Liam McHugh and the gang will be keeping an eye on out-of-town action for us tonight. David Backes banks that down behind the Colorado goal, and Greg Zanon races to it, plays it out. And Pietrangelo picks it up for St. Louis.
Oh, for sure. And he doesn't skate nearly as easily as those other guys, so he needs the rest.
Tarasenko with a steal, shoots. Giguère has a look back, the puck still loose. And finally, Giguère falls on a loose puck and is able to hang on.
Oh, great instincts by the veteran Giguère, because that one was just leaking through a little bit. Really quick release by Tarasenko coming off the wall. He's in a scoring zone, not right in the slot, but really good balance there. A screenshot to right through the legs of Hayden. No wonder Giguère had trouble picking it up. He makes the saves and then just does the old snow angel for a while and gets support from Elliott in behind. Jump up, Pollock got at least a shot on goal there and a chance for some offense.
Now Landeskog with a shot through traffic, hit a leg in front. And Cody McLeod wraparound try, pad down from Elliott, and turns that away.
Even Bishop, who was in the minors at that point for a while.
Steal by Duchesne, Parenteau with a shot, Elliott the save, and the rebound put wide by John Mitchell, and Mitchell shaken up on the play. Dana able to hold the line for Colorado. Bouncing puck in front, and it pinballs as Parenteau gets a backhand shot away that goes wide. Back at the line, Hayden with a shot at the goalpost. Hayden holds the line again, good pressure now by the Avalanche. Now Perron had that bounce off his stick. The puck held at the line by Barry. And now a chance for Palushai, stopped by Elliott. Palushai sends it back in front. They score! Jamie McGinn, 1-0 Colorado.
Terrific forecheck by the Avalanche, really getting on St. Louis quickly, and it's a turnover right at the blue line right here that keeps it in, and then great hands by Stastny. Stastny gets it to Palushai, and then Palushai just throws it into the front of the net. Terrific positioning there by McGinn, but that's the play right there. Stastny moving to his forehand and then dishing off into the backhand. Stastny was in prime scoring area himself, but he likes to pass the puck more than he likes to shoot. It ended up being a terrific move, and on the second chance, getting it back into the paint, St. Louis was in scramble mode, and they didn't pick up bodies in front. That's what ended up costing him in the end. Jamie McGinn putting that one in.
So the play is under review, taking a look at perhaps McGinn directing it in with his skate, or more importantly, did he propel the puck into the net with his skate? So Sacco has a look.
Has to be a deliberate kicking motion.
And
that's one of those iffy ones.
So the standard, Brian, is, along with the sting kicking motion, did he actually propel the puck in with his foot? You can deflect it in, you can't propel it in.
After video review, it is determined that the puck deflected and obfuscated is a good goal.
No kicking motion, no propelling. Goal for McGinn, who's now got 6 in his last 15 games.
2 minutes for interference.
So interference to call him McGinn.
22 seconds.
And Stewart for roughing. Centering pass, Backes moves in, scores! What a goal by David Backes, and the game is tied.
Oh, this is all about Jay Bouwmeester, though. What a terrific rush by Bouwmeester. The guy can skate all day. Big man, terrific offensive talent. Backus just goes right down the middle of the ice because there is so much room. But look at Bouwmeester. And then the Avalanche just don't close ranks. You see guys different pointing to each other. Landeskog had Backus, and then he let him go. The defense split apart looking for other people, and they don't get back. Zanin doesn't come over and recover after Landeskog had let Backus go, and he just walks right up the middle. Bouwmeester realizes that at the right time, and Backus has time to get it and get it onto his forehand past Giguère.
Schwartz racing to it, finds McDonald. Now a foot race forward as Landeskog hustles back on Andy McDonald.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Stefan Elliott works his way in for Colorado. A backhand shot, scores! Stefan Elliott with a backhand shot and his first goal of the year.
Scoring by defense, something Colorado hasn't had enough of, but Elliott will get the puck. He's got terrific offensive skills and instincts. He holds onto the puck, goes wide, doesn't see anything. Everybody in St. Louis is expecting him to pass. Well, he shows some of that talent that he has. Pulls, drags in, and on the backhand goes top shelf on the short side.
Did McLeod tip that, Brian?
I don't think he did. Let's take another look here. No, and the reaction of the players, I didn't think McLeod had it. I saw the referees and the linesmen pointing to Elliott, so I'm assuming it's Elliott. Didn't look on that replay to look like McLeod got it.
Now Shattenkirk across to Pietrangelo, tees it up, a rolling puck, he hammered it wide. Shattenkirk from the other side shoots, pad saved by Giguère. And time expires. St. Louis will have 1 minute and 43 seconds of power play time to carry over into the second period. And Sobotka is on the St. Louis bench. The good news for both sides as the Blues begin the second period with 1 minute and 43 of power play time, and Jay Bouwmeester brings it in. And a big hit there by Palushai as he spilled Roman Polak. And now Palushai steps around him again. This time Polak steps up on him. They've got their gloves off and away they go inside the blue line. Somewhere in that pile, Palushai and Polak were trying to get at each other.
It started on the forecheck here. Palushai with a good hit. He just comes steaming into him. Polak makes the play off the wall. And then as soon as Polak had a chance to come back the other way, he comes looking for Palushai. 2 good hits actually on that shift later on out at the blue line. And then here comes Polak. Oh yeah, he definitely gave him that right cross right off the bat. That was right into the visor, and it caved the visor in. That's why Palushai was blinking as he went off.
O'Reilly gathers it up. It's the first 19 games of the year, that contract dispute. Now a loose puck in front, McGinn shoots, scores! Jamie McGinn, power play goal. Avs lead by 2.
This is all about Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly takes his own, loses the puck, but then watch him hunt it right back down. He gave it away, and then he stripped it again. Took it right back, just sort of swatted it out in front. McGinn's positioning and timing is perfect. There's the giveaway, and there's the just go right back after it by O'Reilly. Terrific hands by McGinn. He comes in and buries it right inside the far goal post. Timing is everything in the NHL, but when you get that chance, you have to be able to put it in that 4x6. McGinn has definitely got the touch here tonight.
Steen couldn't find him, and now Schwartz with it. Back in front, the pass out of the reach of Backus, and Landeskog is away for Colorado. Had a stick with it by Backus, he finds Schwartz. St. Louis changing, Schwartz fires, scores! Jaden Schwartz rips it through Giguère, and the Blues are back within 1.
St. Louis was looking for an edge here. This looked like a harmless play, a turnover in the neutral zone, but Jaden Schwartz, who's quick, didn't really have a chance to get into the middle of the ice. He just loads and fires. He's got a little bit of room. He's kept to the outside. He takes the shot, and that's just a miscue by J.S. Giguère. You can see him looking down. He's way out of his crease. He's got the angle covered. He did not close the 5-hole down in time. A little bit of a chance here for St. Louis to regain an edge. They get it back to a 1-goal deficit, and Giguère is wondering how that one sneaked through.
And Landeskog, last year's Rookie of the Year, knocked that by Pietrangelo. And now Landeskog got hemmed into the St. Louis zone, now pushing and shoving with Ryan Reeves. And Reeves gives Landeskog a shot. And O'Brien comes in to have a word with Reeves. As this edgy night continues in Denver, the Avalanche lead 3-2.
I don't know if it got all the way to the goaltender, but what a terrific setup.
Now Duchesne with a steal. Matt Duchesne works his way in front, shoots, scores! Matt Duchesne, and Colorado's back up by 2.
Matt Duchesne with a terrific goal. Earlier than that, Jaguar with a great save here. Well, he did get more of it than I thought from down here. It didn't look like Steen got it, but a great save there by Jaguar. And then watch Duchesne dancing around in the corner, loses his man eventually and takes it to the front of the net. Great quickness. He'll come in and just roof it from in tight. It went off of the stick too. It was deflected in front. I think that made it that much more difficult for Elliott to handle. But from a bad angle, it goes right in, up top, off the post, and right back out again. Terrific goal from in tight there from Matt Duchesne under pressure.
And we're going to have a goalie change for St. Louis as Elliott is hooked. And Jake Allen, the 22-year-old, will come on for St. Louis. So Elliott, who came in as the NHL's best goaltender in the month of April, smashes his stick on his way off. And Allen will take over. O'Reilly centers it out of the reach of Landeskog, and now Hayden with a drive. Allen the save, loose puck, McLeod all over it. He got buried there by Leopold. But the Colorado Avalanche,
you knew that was going to come down.
The Blues all they can handle.
At the end of 2 periods in play, the Avalanche
4-2. The score in favor of Colorado. As the Avalanche try to deny St. Louis a playoff berth tonight. Teams begin the third period 5-on-5, and against St. Louis needs a point to clinch a playoff spot in the Western Conference. There are a lot of other scenarios that could come into play. In Tyson Barrie collide. And Chris Stewart lays that back to Polak, winds and fires, and through the traffic. Jaguar saw that and got a blocker on it. Sabotka. Back to Jackman, shoots, deflected right on, and Jaguar makes the save.
What a terrific save that was. That was a smart shot pass there from Jackman at the point.
Tarasenko got spun around. Vladimir Tarasenko's had a quiet second half after suffering that concussion. Scored his first 2 NHL shots. Shattenkirk shoots, scores! Shattenkirk off the pipe and in. And the Blues are in it as the Avalanche look around bewildered.
Shattenkirk's one of those guys that just has touch. I mean, plays just end up in the back of the net. He just gets it quickly and throws it to the front of the net. There's a screen in front. That's always a big factor. Shattenkirk at the top of your screen. And you look at the moving screen in front of J.S. Jaguar. Jaguar wasn't set. He was standing up trying to peer over one of the player's shoulders in front. By the time he dropped down, that had already beaten him on the short side. That was off the short side post and in. It was David Perron that was right in on the doorstep there.
Now Schwartz back on it. Centers it, bouncing puck in front. And Steen couldn't find it in his feet. Teed up by Pietrangelo. Hit a leg in front. And O'Brien plays that out of harm's way as McGinn has it for Colorado. McGinn racing to it. Sharp angle shot, scores! Kovasu fires it home. And again, the Avalanche lead by 2.
It was Jamie McGinn making the play coming out of his own end that really made the difference. Under pressure, St. Louis had come with a couple of good shifts. Wendy's RoboCam will show you them coming out. There's McGinn making sure he works hard. He just chips it in. And then here comes Kovasu. It's a rolling puck. And those ones, when it's a 50-50 puck, you get 2 sticks slapping at it. And Jake Allen should have had this one. Again, not getting squared up. He drops down to one leg, but he doesn't get it all the way down on the ground. And that's just that mysterious little region in between. You'll get a good look here. Look how small an area there is. Goes off the inside of his leg and in.
For the 3rd time in the game. Now a chance in front. Riley! Great chance for Ryan O'Reilly as Allen misplayed the puck and he missed the open net. Lines it back for Shattenkirk, and now McDonald's away for the Blues. St. Louis needs a change, and now busting in is Bergman. Splits the defense, but diving back was Zanin to sweep that away. On it now is Tarasenko. Plays it back. Petrangelo's shot that ramps up off a stick. Loose puck in front, fire right on goal, and Allen makes the save, and at the end of the play, the Avalanche player was dumped as McGinn was throttled.
That was a late hit. Oh, the bench just erupted here for Colorado. They were not pleased with that. You can understand why. That was well after the fact. That was a well-constructed play coming out of the zone. The defense with a heads-up long pass to Parenteau, rather. You can still see Bouwmeester pushing and shoving. Here's the end of it. There's Parenteau making the nice cross-ice pass to McGinn. And then after the play is well over, that's Backus. Backus who bumps into him. And you could tell McGinn just wasn't ready for it. The whistle had already gone well after that. And when you catch a guy on an angle like that, and Backus is a strong guy. He definitely was trying to give it to him. Backus is in the penalty box because of it.
These teams will hook up again on Tuesday in St. Louis, and you got to think there'll be some ill will in that game.
And there should be.
Now a steal by O'Reilly, working in Ryan O'Reilly, plays it across, and scrolling the block down was Barrett Jackman. Landeskog peels off Shattenkirk, feeds that back to Elliott. Stephen Elliott, wrist shot. That was knocked down in front, and Shattenkirk has it. Final seconds now in the third period. And the Avalanche will get the win for J.S. Shiger as they take it by a